Welcome to the Art Circle Public Library's virtual pumpkin light kit workshop. And this is brought to us by Deborah Kokas. Deborah put the kits together for us. The friends provided some of the materials. And in your kit, you're going to find 6 jute strips, 1 wired jute strip, alcohol swab, some leaves for decoration, a pencil for curling the wired jute, a glass bowl, and a set of fairy lights. And now Debbie is going to show you how to construct the pumpkin.
Okay, the first thing you want to do is separate all your pieces out so that you have everything real handy. And clean your glass bowl and remove your sticker from the bottom, which is sometimes a pain, but you got to do that. Then get your glue choice ready. I like the glue gun because of the drying time, shortened drying time. Then first thing I do is twist my wired jute around my pencil. And you twist it just like this. Spiral it around there. And also when I cut the wired jute, the first thing I do is dip each in Mod Podge or glue, because it will ravel if you don't. So set that aside. You'll use it later. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to get our when you need 4 pieces of jute, 4 jute strips for your pumpkin. And you want to turn your bowl over so the bottom is on the top. And you bring your first jute strip up in the middle of the glass ball. And you're going to put a dot of glue, make it stay there. Then you're going to bring your other strip up, and you want to cut it just so that it meets the glue, each strip meet. Because if you put them together, it's going to be a big blob, and it's going to be hard to work with. So cut your strip off so it'll fit there. And then put a little bit more glue. And bring your other strip up to meet it. And pull it pretty tight. Because you don't want a lot of give in your... Okay, then you're going to turn an half turn. And you're going to take another jute strip. And put it underneath the bottom of your bowl. Bring it up to meet this one. Yeah. Put it's the opposite middle of the side where you turn it. You want to put it in the very middle and to meet. So snip it off. Snip that one off. Bring it up, glue it. You put another dab of glue. The finger protectors are great, and I found them at Dollar Tree. You really need those if you work with hot glue very much.
I always have burnt fingers.
I would burn myself. Okay, when that one gets set, you bring another strip up, and you're going to divide. You're going to put the division between your first 2 strips so that you have 6 sections to your pumpkin. And they all cross in the same spot on the bottom. So bring the 3rd strip up and attach it to the middle. And pull it kind of tight. You can straighten them when you get through. You can straighten them before you glue it down. Okay, cut this one off. And a little dot of glue. You can use any kind of glue you want, but I like the hot glue because it dries faster. It's ready to do sooner. Okay, take your 4th jute strip, and you're going to divide the other 2 sections in half. I'm making a pie. Okay. So glue gun out. Flip for a second. That's on the wrong side. And pull it tight. I forgot which one I'm doing. Pull it tight.
It's this one here, I think. It's coming up. It needs to come up between those two, doesn't it?
I think so.
Or is it? No, where's it at? Okay. Right
One.
here. You're right. It's that one.
Okay.
You just have to keep them straight where they go.
Then you can straighten them out more when you get through putting them on. Long as you have them securely glued. Glue the last one to the middle. But my glue stick's not even good. Without a glue, glue your last one up here. Don't burn your fingers. And when it gets glued, you're going to turn it over and make sure your jute strips are crossing in the same place in the middle of the bowl. Set it down. Make sure you get them right. Put your jute strips even. You're going to take your glue gun or whichever glue you use and put a dot right in the middle of each section so that it holds them in place. And they won't move on you. Then after you do that, you're going to get your fairy lights and you're going to unwind them. And it unwinds in the middle and just twist it apart and stretch them out. You want them stretched long. And I usually turn mine on. I turn mine on, I light them up when I'm putting them in so that I can kind of see where they're going. But you're going to feed them in through the holes. And just put them in there.
Do you feed them in all through the same hole?
All through the same hole. Feed them through the same hole. You can, I have a pair of tweezers I use to move them around if I think they need to be moved. And
I love the orange lights for the
I love
fall.
the orange lights, yes. I didn't have orange lights in mine. I should have gotten orange, but I didn't. Okay, we're just about there. Just poke them all in there. Just poke them all in there. And when you get them in, and you're kind of like you want them, you're going to glue the compartment that holds your battery to the bottom of the jute so that it won't pull your wires back out. And be sure to glue be sure that this part that changes the batteries is glued outside so that you can change your batteries if you need to. I poke them in there. I put a dot of glue on the bottom of my battery and stick it down so that it's not pulling your lights out if it hangs out. Okay, you're going to turn it over and you're ready to put your stem on. And for the stem, you take another jute piece of jute and you glue it to the middle. Just stick it to the middle, stick it down. Right here. get it started. Then all you're going to do to make your stem is wind the jute around on itself, gluing as you go to make it stick. You're going to glue it to itself. This is the most tedious part of the whole thing. Because you want your stem. You can use other stems. I've seen videos where people have used felt. They cut felt into 1-inch strips and glue it, glue it to make their stem. And then some people just go out in the yard and get a stick, make a stick. Those are really pretty too. But I thought I'd show you the one I learned on first. So if you want to make your own, you can make it.
So you're just wrapping a coil and gluing it
just
down on
wrapping
itself.
the coil and gluing it on itself as you go. And as it comes up, you want to taper it a little bit, because I taper it in, make it smaller as you go around to the top. Okay. Just you can make your stem as tall or short as you want it. So, and when I get it to where I want it, I just poke the rest of it inside the little hole. Poke it in there. Or take your scissors, cut it off. It's your pumpkin, so make it the size you want it. Okay. Now that we have our stem almost ready. Okay. Put the end of it down in your hole. Glue it so that it stays there. Then you take your wired jute, the piece you put on the pencil, take it off your pencil, and bend it like you want. It's the vine. Bend it like you want to. And then I stick it underneath the one of the jute strings. Stick it underneath there, and I put glue on it so it'll hold it. And you can make your vine as long or short as you want it. Okay. When you get that on, then you're ready to decorate with your leaves or berries, or I put a bow on some of mine with jute string. I have some fabric leaves that I found somewhere.
Oh, those are pretty.
Just take your glue gun or your glue and put a little dot right there. And I try to kind of wedge it under the stem so you can't see the end of the leaf. And you have leaves in your kit. And that's all there is to your pumpkin. Just enjoy your pumpkin during the season.
Thank you, Debbie. I hope everyone enjoys their pumpkin light. Happy fall, y'all.